Setting aside time for formal meditation is an important way to establish a routine and get comfortable with the practice. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. Some people complain about taking time out of their day, said Atman Smith, who teaches meditation to underserved communities in Baltimore. Practice is important, though. It's a tool you can use to bring yourself back to the present in stressful situations. But we shouldn't stop being mindful when we stop meditating. The purpose of mindfulness meditation is to become mindful throughout all parts of our life, so that we're awake, present, and open-hearted in everything we do, said Tara Brach, a popular meditation teacher based near Washington, D.C., not just when we're sitting on the cushion. Mindfulness meditation isn't about letting your thoughts wander, but it isn't about trying to empty your mind either. Instead, the practice involves paying close attention to the present moment, especially our own thoughts, emotions, and sensations, whatever it is that's happening. In addition to basic meditation instructions, we've compiled guided meditations for a few popular exercises, including the body scan, walking meditation, and mindful eating. Each of the applied mindfulness practices brings alive an experience that might otherwise be more automatic, said Ms. Brach. Though meditating on your own is an essential part of a complete practice, the steady guidance of an experienced teacher can be invaluable, especially as you're getting started. Our minds wander so easily, and the clear instructions of a teacher can help bring us back to the present moment. It's inevitable. During meditation, your mind will roam. You may notice other sensations in the body, things happening around you, or just get lost in thought, daydreaming about the past or present, possibly judging yourself or others. There's nothing wrong with this. Thinking is just as natural as breathing. It's the natural conditioning of the mind to wander, said Ms. Brach. When this happens, simply notice what it is you were thinking about or what was distracting you. Then take a moment and pause. You don't need to pull your attention right back to the breath. Instead, let go of whatever it was you were thinking about, reopen your attention, then gently return your awareness to the breath, being present for each inhalation and exhalation. Don't just drag the mind back to the breath, said Ms. Brach. Instead, reopen the attention, then gently come and land again. Mindfulness meditation practices. You can practice mindfulness meditation on your own anytime and anywhere. But listening to basic guided meditations can also be helpful, especially when getting started. Instructions from an experienced teacher can help remind us to come back to the present moment, let go of distracting thoughts, and not be so hard on ourselves. Here are 4 guided meditations you can listen to that will help you remain in the present moment. Choose the one that's the right length for you. 1 minute is a great place to start, but also good if you simply don't have a lot of time. If you're more experienced or ready for an extended mindfulness session, try the 10 or 15-minute sessions. You can download these tracks and listen to them when you're ready to meditate. Start at the top of your head. Slowly and deliberately bring your attention to the surface of your skin, 1 inch at a time. See if you can feel your scalp, your ears, your eyelids, and your nose. Continue in this manner, moving across the face, over the ears, down the neck and shoulders, and all the way down to your toes. At first, it might seem as if you don't feel anything at all. But as you progress, you might begin to notice a whole world of new sensations. Some of the feelings might be pleasant, a gentle warmth, a comfortable weight. Some feelings might be neutral, tingling or itching. And some might be unpleasant. Your feet might feel soreness somewhere. Whatever the sensation is, just note it. If you need to move to relieve real pain, do so. But try not to react, labeling the experience good or bad, even if it's unpleasant. Instead, just acknowledge what it is you're feeling and continue with the body scan. And of course, if you realize your mind has wandered, simply note the thought and return your attention to the body. Training the mind. Put most simply, Meditation is a way to train the mind. Most of the time, our minds are wandering. We're thinking about the future, dwelling on the past, worrying, fantasizing, fretting, or daydreaming. Meditation brings us back to the present moment and gives us the tools we need to be less stressed, calmer, and kinder to ourselves and others. Meditation is a training of our attention, Ms. Bratch said. It allows us to step out of distracted thought and helps us arrive in the present moment in a balanced and clear way. Mindfulness. There are lots of different types of meditation. Most religions have contemplative traditions, and there are plenty of secular ways to meditate too. But in recent years, mindfulness meditation has become increasingly popular. Basic mindfulness meditation is the practice of paying attention to the present moment with an accepting, non-judgmental disposition. The goal isn't to stop thinking or to empty the mind. Rather, the point is to pay close attention to your physical sensations, thoughts, and emotions in order to see them more clearly, without making so many assumptions or making up stories. It's a deceptively simple exercise. Just be right here, right now, without daydreaming. But with practice, it can yield profound results, giving us greater control of our actions and making room for more kindness and equanimity, even in difficult situations. With time, mindfulness meditation can even help us better understand what causes us stress and what we can do to relieve it. Though mindfulness meditation was inspired by Buddhist practices, today it is available as a wholly secular practice that emphasizes stress reduction, the cultivation of focus, and the development of tranquility. There's a misconception that mindfulness is religious, said Mr. Smith. What we have to explain is that it's a stress reduction technique and a way to get yourself stronger mentally. It's a self-care practice. There's a large and growing body of research identifying the measurable effects of mindfulness on the body and brain, and it is catching on in professional settings, including education, sports, business, and even the military. Mindfulness versus meditation. Though the words are sometimes used interchangeably, it's useful to draw a distinction between mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is a quality of being, the experience of being open and aware in the present moment, without reflexive judgment, automatic criticism, or mind wandering. Mindfulness meditation is the practice of actually being present in the moment, which in turn trains us to become more mindful throughout the day, particularly during difficult situations. As Ms. Bratch puts it, mindfulness is your awareness of what's going on in the present moment without any judgment. Meditation is the training of attention which cultivates that mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation isn't the only way to meditate. Transcendental meditation, which aims to promote a state of relaxed awareness through the recitation of a mantra, is also popular these days. But in this guide, we're focused on mindfulness, which is increasingly popular and easy to learn. Pick a time. Just like any habit, meditation gets easier to do if it's part of your routine. Choose a time to do it each day and try to stick with it. For many people, it's easiest to meditate first thing in the morning. But whether it's at lunch, after work, or before you go to bed, see if you can be consistent. Start by setting aside time each day, said Ms. Bratch. Just like physical exercise, to develop a habit of practice means being regular. Choose a spot. Similarly, it can help to meditate in the same location each day. This isn't essential, but it can help minimize the potential for distractions and mind wandering. It's not necessary to fold your legs into lotus position or even sit on the floor. Just find a comfortable position where you can sit upright and where you won't be too distracted. The important thing is that we're committing a little bit of time to come into stillness and simply pay attention to what's going on in our inner life, said Ms. Bratch. Get your gear or don't. You don't need to spend a dime to get started. All you need is somewhere to sit and a little willpower. That said, there are plenty of meditation cushions, stools, and other accessories for those who want to get kitted out. But a comfortable chair or a soft rug in a quiet corner is really all you need. Not only is mindful eating a valuable and often enjoyable exercise that can reveal a whole new world of interesting sensory experiences, but some studies suggest that it can lead to weight loss. When we pay closer attention to how hungry we are and what we're eating, it turns out we often eat less. Take time to acknowledge every aspect of the eating experience and your reactions to it. Notice how you feel as you sit down for a meal. Are you hungry? Is your mouth watering? As you prepare to take your first bite, pay close attention to your own reactions. More salivating? Are you already thinking about the next bite? When the food hits your tongue, what happens? Notice the impulse to chew. Are you already inclined to swallow and take the next bite? How does the feeling of the food change as it gets chewed? What does it feel like as it makes its way down your throat? Can you feel it in your stomach? Take your time. When you've completely finished one bite, move on to the next, again noticing everything you can about the experience, from the tastes, smells, and physical sensations to your own desires, reactions, and impulses.